Welcome to the City of Quincy Board of License Commissioners meeting on July 16th at 4 p.m. I'm going to read the open meeting law into pursuant to the open meeting law. Any person may make an audio or video recording of this public meeting or may transmit the meeting through any medium. Attendees are therefore advised that such recordings or transmissions are being made whether perceived or unperceived by those present and are deemed acknowledged and permissible. Sue, can you call the roll?
Commissioner Castley.
Present.
Director Conlon.
Present.
Chief Kennedy.
Present.
Chair Christoph.
Present.
And Chief Jackson is absent today, so 4 members.
Okay, so we have 4 members. We do have a quorum, and we'll get right to agenda item number 1. Hearing regarding the request of Recovered Souls for a special use permit for the annual Quincy Recovery Walk at Pageant Field on October 6th at 9 a.m. Tina Cahill. Hi, Tina. Why don't you come up and tell us about your event?
Hi. So Recovered Souls works with people in recovery, and in September is Recovery Month. And last year we held a walk, a 3-mile walk from Pageant Field, went down around Furnace Brook, Quincy Shore Drive, and back to Pageant. We're going to push it back a little bit to October this year because it's a busy month. And basically, we had 50 people last year. The weather wasn't perfect, but you know, maybe if we have 100 people, we had an ice cream truck, some music, activities, and basically we didn't close any roads or anything. But we had some police officers on bikes just to help people cross from where Pageant Field is over to the Furnace Brook walkway there, down Furnace Brook, and then help them cross again on the other end where Quincy Shore Drive is. And then they just stayed on the sidewalk and came around. So it's really not that much to it. You know, it's just an opportunity to get people together to recognize the recovery community. So,
Great, thank you.
Questions?
Any questions, concerns from anyone here in the audience regarding Recovered Souls for their special use permit for their annual Quincy Recovery Walk at Pageant Field on October 6th? Seeing none, board members, any questions, concerns?
Oh, I'll make sure our bicycles are there again this year.
Yeah, and I think I connected with someone last year to just kind of coordinate I forget what his name is, but I have it, to coordinate the day and time and stuff like that. So,
Okay, I'll have them reach out to you anyway.
Yeah, okay, great. Thank you.
October 6th, will there be a rain date
I don't think so. Yeah. So it's October 6th, 9:30 in the morning.
Okay.
And we were there probably till, you know, maybe 12 in the afternoon, maybe, you know, depending on how quick things go.
Okay, looking for a motion?
I'd like to make a motion to approve the request of Recovered Souls for a special use permit for their annual Quincy Recovery Walk at Pageant Field on October 6th at, doing 9 a.m. or 9:30? Keep it at 9?
Do you have 9 on there?
9.
9 a.m.
Yeah.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
You're all set. Good luck.
Thank you.
Next is agenda item number 2, hearing regarding the request of the Quincy Chamber of Commerce and Widowmaker Brewing for an additional 1-day liquor license for the Kilroy Square Beer Garden. The beer garden will run from on Fridays and Saturdays, weather permitting, until September 27th. Tim Cahill and Ryan Lavery.
I don't know where Ryan is, but if I can speak for him, I will.
Of course. Why don't you tell us about what you're going to be doing?
So we've been running the beer garden since before Memorial Day, correct? I think it was the week before Memorial Day. Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays through the 4th of July, and then Thursday was obviously closed because of the holiday, and now it's just Fridays and Saturdays. And I believe it's just going to be Fridays in September, we said. So, I mean, just Fridays. So
Oh, you did? Okay.
I think, yeah, we
Just
just
in
go for
September.
Fridays in September because it gets darker in the weather and stuff. So the Fridays are the best day. So we need to extend some dates that Sue and I talked about for the Chamber and for Widowmaker so that we have enough 1-day opportunities. And so far it's been very good on the days that the weather has cooperated. We did, of the original ones that we got, they were rained out a couple of times. But overall, it's been very successful, but mostly on the Fridays and Saturdays. So we're gonna go Fridays, I think, until after Labor Day, and then the last 3 will be just on just Fridays and Saturdays, and it'll just be Fridays after that. And we probably won't use them all because we never get lucky enough to have the weather cooperate the whole time. So, in addition, is the Taste of Quincy a separate item?
It's a separate
Okay.
item, yeah.
So that's what I'm requesting, is for an extension. As of now, the restaurant that's going to be down there is not open. It doesn't look like it will open at least until after this is closed. We'll finish on the 27th, I think, of September with the Oktoberfest, which has been very successful the last 2 years. So there'll be a live band there. Same setup, but there'll be a live band, and we'll probably have some German food as well. So that's been successful the last 2 years as well.
Great, thank you. Asking if anyone has any questions, concerns regarding the Quincy Chamber of Commerce and Widowmaker Brewing for additional one-day liquor licenses for Kilroy Square Beer Garden. Seeing none, board members, any questions, concerns? Seeing none, looking for a motion.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the request of the Quincy Chamber of Commerce and Widowmaker Brewing for an additional one-day liquor licenses for the Kilroy Square Beer Garden. The beer garden will run on Fridays and Saturdays, weather permitting, until September 27th.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. You're all set. And agenda item number 3, stay right where you are. Here we got the request of the Quincy Chamber of Commerce for a one-day liquor license for Taste of Quincy on August 7th from 5:30 PM to 8:30 PM at 29 Hancock Street, which is the Best Western Adams Inn. Why don't you tell us about what's
Yeah, we've, it's the second or third time we've done it, but we haven't done it since before COVID. So I think 2019 was the last year we did it. We have anywhere from 20 to 25 restaurants that volunteer to come down, set up some food, and they give that food away. So there's no selling of food there. We'll sell tickets for admission that day and before, and we'll give people all a wristband so we know who's paid. They'll get as much food as they want, as much food as is out there. And then the liquor licenses, so we can have both Widowmaker and Break Rock Brewery do a one-day serve beer. Those will be for sale, along with the Adams Inn, which has a full bar that will also be selling their products. So the food's a giveaway. As they said to Health Department, they'll be all licensed restaurants, most of from Quincy, almost all from Quincy, but definitely all in the chamber. I think we got a couple of Milton restaurants that are part of the chamber. Abbey Park and the bar was going to be there, and a couple of others. So we hope we have as much success as we had 4 years ago. We'll see. The weather again cooperates. It's a great spot. We've done really well working with the Adams Inn. They run a good operation. There's plenty of parking there. They have bathrooms, a good bathroom setup. So unless it's a really rainy day, but we'll still do it. It's under the tent.
Right.
The food's under the tent, and we have the gazebo. So we'll do it rain or shine.
Great.
But hopefully shine and not too hot.
Anyone have any questions, concerns regarding the Quincy Chamber of Commerce for a one-day liquor license for the Taste of Quincy on August 7th at the Best Western Adams Inn? Seeing none, board members, any questions, concerns?
No, I just wanted to say you and your team do a great job, and
Thank you.
the whole entire commerce. You guys make it easy for us. So
Thank you.
We appreciate that.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We'll provide a list of all the restaurants once we have a final for you, and appreciate it because it's been a pleasure working with you and your team as well. And the whole team, the police department, the fire department, everyone has been very, very supportive of what we do down at Kilroy, and it's gone off without a hitch. It's gone off without a hitch this year, so we're looking forward to it.
Sounds like a great event.
Thanks.
Looking for a motion?
I'd like to make a motion to approve the request of the Quincy Chamber of Commerce for a one-day liquor license for a Taste of Quincy on August 7th from 5:30 PM to 8:30 PM at 29 Hancock Street, which is the Best Western Adams Inn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
You're all set.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I don't think I'll be back before the end. So, anyways, thank you.
Winter Market.
Yeah.
Agenda item number 4. Hearing regarding the request of Your Delights LLC for a common victual license for the premise located at 234 Billings Road, proposed manager Lynn La, proposed hours of operation 5 AM to 2 PM. Lynn La? Okay. Hi, welcome.
think the business hours, 5 AM to 2 AM I have on there because I only have it on there so that I don't have to come back and reapply later because I don't know which hours gonna fit us. I don't know when is the busiest hours gonna be. I'm not gonna use all those hours. I only have it on there just to have it on there, but I'm not gonna use all those hours.
2 AM or 2 PM?
2 AM, just,
No, this is 2 PM.
oh shoot, I'm sorry. Did I,
Whatever.
No, it might have been, I didn't think that.
2 a.m. on
for the
here.
bakery
I have,
Right.
It's what was the request, yeah.
I only have it on there so that I don't have to come back and fix the hours, but I'm not gonna use all those hours. Because I have a takeout in Mattapan, I did the same, and we never use all those hours. I have like, I think from 7 AM or 8 AM to like 1 AM, but I only use from 3:30 PM to like 12:30 PM for my takeout in Mattapan. Because we don't know when is the busy hours gonna be, so I don't wanna go back and reapply again and waste all that time. That's why I put the hours on there, but if we need to make changes, I'm okay. I just need the morning hours. Yeah, I'm okay with any changes for hours,
Okay.
yeah.
We want to get your hours correct, and we want you to be open from those hours that you specify in the application. So
Yeah.
what do you anticipate your hours to be?
The plan is maybe 5 in the morning to come in and make the bakery and be ready by 6:30 to open.
Okay,
And then hopefully be there till 7, no more than 9 PM. And then that allow me the other hours to clean up. That's why I had the hours so far.
okay.
Along.
We just want your hours of operation at this point so that we can vote accordingly.
Can you give me to 12 AM so I can clean after that? Because-
You can stay there and clean.
No.
Right, yeah, so, yeah, so she would
Yeah.
need the variance, so,
Well, she just wants to finish it.
right,
Yeah,
right, you can be open till 11
Okay.
unless you came for a variance to stay open later.
okay. Because in Mattapan, once you put down your hours, you have to be out of there by a certain time. So that's why I didn't want to
Oh.
violate any,
Yeah, I see.
hours.
No, just your hours of operation would be 6:30 AM till 11 PM?
Can I be there by 5 PM to bake? Because
Yep.
they have to be, the
Yes.
workers has to be there to bake.
Right,
Yeah.
and then you can stay till midnight to clean?
That's fine, yes, yes.
Okay.
So I'm gonna change that on here. So 5 to 12 AM?
6:30 AM till 9 PM operational,
What are your operation hours?
customer hours.
Maybe be 6:30
To,
to open,
yep,
but we're gonna be there maybe 5 AM to make, to
I
bake.
understand that.
Okay,
What time are you gonna lock your door for customers?
maybe like by 11 or earlier. We don't really know when the busiest hour's gonna be because what we're doing is something new that no one else has. So I'm not sure when the busiest hour gonna be. So maybe 11 PM is good,
Okay,
please.
okay,
So I'm gonna put down 6:30 AM to 11 PM,
yes,
and I can be there to clean and to make the food.
yes,
Okay,
yes,
because Mattapan is different,
okay,
so.
okay. Why don't you tell us about your concept?
I have the menu here.
Yep, I have a copy of the menu.
Okay, I was gonna say if you guys have the copy of the menu.
Yep,
If not, I have two extra copies here. So it's mostly steam, we're trying to do healthy food. I guess no one else has it all steam. Steam is different. I have had like other buns from other restaurant and pastry. None of them have the stuff we're doing. I'm trying to make it healthier for the younger kids and the older people. And the rice is same, it's steam, it's not stir fry with oily and a lot of oil and MSG. We're trying to reduce that. And I want to come back to Quincy. I'm in Mattapan now. I have been in Quincy for quite some time, since 1988, since elementary in Quincy. So I like Quincy, I love Quincy, I want to come back to Quincy. I have been looking for a space for quite some time now. Finally, I landed this space I love, plentiful parking. I don't have to worry about parking. We have side street, we have Main Street, and I have been there many times, and hardly any cars there on the street or the side street. So I love the location. And I want to come back and work with the Quincy community. And a few of my workers gonna be from Quincy. So I'm gonna get Quincy workers
Great,
to support the city too.
great, thank you. Anyone have any questions, concerns regarding Your Delights LLC for a common victual license for the premise located at 234 Billings Road? Proposed hours 6:30 a.m. to 11 p.m. Seeing none, looking for a motion.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the request of Your Delights LLC for a common victular license for the premises located at 234 Billings Road. Proposed manager Lynn Law. Proposed hours of operation 6:30 a.m. to 11 p.m.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Good luck.
Thank you so much. Thanks
luck.
again.
Agenda item number 5, hearing regarding the request of AL Prime Energy 565 571 Hancock Street to modify the hours of operation to allow 24-hour self-service gas. Ed Ennis, how are you?
Excellent, thank you.
Why don't you tell us about your concept there at Prime Energy?
Okay, 3 years ago, we were approved a convenience store license. At that time, we were told not to apply for 24, to try for 10 p.m., which we've done. Ideally, for the company, it's easier if we are 24 hours, security-wise, cleaning the store, and obviously some more gas business. The convenience store would close at 10 p.m. the normal time. Everything done would be through a sliding, a slider that by the cashier, and basically what they do right now for cash people and stuff like that. But nobody would be, the door would be locked, nobody would be allowed in the store at that point. And we have 9 24 hours. We have 57 stations in Mass, 9 of them are 24 hours, and we've never had an issue. I don't know if some issue will come up, but obviously we'd have to deal with it, and but I'd like to try it, you know. And when I spoke to the counselor, the ward counselor, we talked about it and said maybe we can try it for 6 months, see if there's no issues, complaints within reason, and we'll take it from there. The other thing too is, and I stressed this with the area manager, people inside will not go outside. I don't want any problems with customers or unruly customers or whatever pulling up at midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and he will have the ability to just shut those lights off and just hopefully not to have to make a report, but just squash any issue that might be in the first place. We have signs up, and we're going to put a few more. We would put a few more up, telling people to shut off their engines if they want gas. And the person inside would just not turn on the pump unless they want to shut off shut off their car. There is an air pump on the left-hand side by Chester Street, and we've never had an issue with it at all. In fact, there's a light above it that actually throws a little light on that street. So I think the neighbors actually like that part of it. But if you have any questions, I don't know what else I can offer, you know, I believe we haven't had any issues at the station. About 6 months ago, somebody tried to drive under a tractor trailer, but, you know, that had nothing to do with the operation of the store and stuff like that. Fortunately, nothing spilled, nothing, you know, the guy didn't get killed or anything like that, but it was definitely a little hairy.
Okay, thank you.
Okay?
Anyone have any questions, concerns regarding AL Prime Energy at 565, 571 Hancock Street to modify their hours of operation to allow for 24 hours self-service gas? Seeing none in the audience, board members, any questions, concerns?
I'm gonna go with the 6 months.
Yes, it is.
I spoke with Counselor Minton, and he also sent me an email regarding an agreed upon conditions with Ed Ennis 6-month trial period, self-service only. The convenience store will be closed at 10 p.m. Cash transactions done through the window. No one will be allowed to enter the store after 10 p.m. Those are the conditions before us that the counselor and Ed worked out. I find they're reasonable. If anyone has any questions, concerns, please let me know. No? No? Rob?
Nope.
No? Okay, looking for a motion.
Yeah, with the conditions that were discussed, I would like to make a motion to approve the request of AL Prime Energy, 565, 571 Hancock Street, to modify the hours of operation to allow 24-hour self-service gas.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. You're all
All
set.
set?
Thank you.
Enjoy your day.
You too. Agenda item number 6, hearing regarding the request of School Street Automotive, Inc., Jamal Denny, manager, for a permit to engage in the sale of prepackaged food for the premise located at 68 School Street. Jamal Denny, why don't you tell us about what your plan is?
We have a gas station with a small section where I wanted to add drinks, chips, and candy. At the moment, we have tobacco and lottery. And we have an automotive place there that we repair vehicles and do mass state inspection. So we want to use that section to add a few fridges with drinks and package things like chips and candy bars.
Great, thank you. Anyone have any questions, concerns regarding School Street Automotive, Inc. for a permit to engage in the sale of prepackaged food at the premise located at 68 School Street? I know you did do your abutters list and your application,
Yes.
and that's all in order
I think
here.
it was, yeah.
Great, thank you. Any questions, concerns from board members? Seeing none, looking for a motion.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the request of School Street Automotive, Inc., Jamal Denny, manager, for a permit to engage in the sale of prepackaged food for the premises located at 68 School Street.
Second?
There is a condition from the fire department that came through this afternoon that this permit not be issued until there's a couple unresolved issues with the fire
Yes.
department. You'll take care of those, we'll get notified, and you'll get your
Yes.
permit based on our,
I already took care of a good portion of it
okay,
today already, and I still have one more.
okay. Second, all in favor?
Aye.
You're all set,
Thank you, sir.
pending that. That concludes the agenda items. Looking for a motion to accept the minutes from the June 18th hearing and waive the reading.
I'd like to make a motion to accept the minutes from the June 18th hearing and waive the reading.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Our next hearing is August 13th. Looking for a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Thank you.